from headquarters to a super smash pass. So the entry is going to be the same, right? I'm going to be his close guard. I'm going to posture. It doesn't really matter how I posture and come up, right? I posture. I could even do this one. I can grab the collars, move my hip back, create space between my knees and his hip, right? I tripod, go up, start squatting, open the leg, and now get into the headquarters. It doesn't really matter how I open, but I'm going to look for the headquarters. So I meet between his legs, circle, go to headquarters. Pick him up. Oh, do I have to pick him up every time? No, sometimes I'm going to be like this, and I'm going to start passing. But I have much less control. So ideally, I want to have my hands anchored. So I not only pick him up off the floor to minimize his attacks, but I'm much more stable. Okay? If I start passing like this, I'm not anchored properly. So I'm going to try to always do this. Okay? Now, so the smash pass, I'm using my hip to drive his knees together. The super smash, I'm going to use my shin to get into a smash position. So this time, instead of dropping my hip down, I'm passing to my right. I need to elevate my left knee high enough so my shin, my kneecap is going to be past the level of his knee. Because I'm going to need my shin on top of his leg. So I'm going to need my leg like this. So unless my kneecap is past, I never can get my leg over. So I have to lift, okay? So I'm like this, look, I lift. So let me see. So here, I lift, and I step the leg out. Okay? And now I'm pushing his legs together with my shin on top of it. I continue the same controls. I'm not going to be tall, I'm going to be low, right? So I'm very heavy, not allowing him to open the knee up, okay? This leg is out, so this leg doesn't stay behind. Okay, this leg stays out like this for good base. And now I have the option to pass two ways. I can go to the side that I normally go, or I can go to this side. If he has an underhook on me, let's say he puts an underhook on me, it's better that I go to the side of the underhook. Because if I go to this side, he's going to have an underhook on me. So maybe he starts coming from my leg into a single leg. So maybe it's not the best option. Okay, but I could go either way. But I'm going to go to the option that is safer. I'm going to switch my shins. Look, I'm going to raise my upper body just a little bit to give it enough room for me to move and to allow my leg to come in. So I'm going to go like this. So I'm going to wipe one in, wipe one out. Okay, so my knee slides across all the way to the other side of the hip. And now I'm kind of sitting on him. I'm not leaning forward, okay? I'm clipping his hips. I could put my knees on the floor and keep my hips connected to his hips. But I'm already on top of him. So why would I not take advantage of this? Because this is very tight, he's carrying my weight. I have a lot of pressure keeping his knees together. Okay, and now he keeps the hook, it's on the other side, so he has the hook. It doesn't matter, I'm on this side, I'm going to pass to the side of the hook. This is going to be incredibly heavy. He won't be able to use it for anything. Now look, I'm going to start moving that way and pulling my elbow on the opposite side across his hips. So think about bringing your elbow to your own hip as you move. Look, I'm going to go like this. Bring him to the center, cross face, underhook.